So what do you get when you combine the Aiper Scuba S1 right here with the Aiper Scuba X1 over here? Well, you get this right here, the Aiper Scuba V3. This is the perfect combination of the standard features of the S1 mixed with the premium features of the X1. The V3 here is what I consider to be the new premium standard. This is the Scuba V3, the base model in the new V3 series lineup for Aiper here. Yes, now this being the base model means it combines a ton of features at a great price. Base may be all you need. Now this year, it's all about that AI. Yes, cognitive AI, and Aiper has decided to include that on all their V3 series cleaners. Whether we like it or not, AI is taking over in terms of technology, and taking that tech and putting it into a robotic pool cleaner like this one right here makes it smarter. Yes, AI, artificial intelligence, is the ability to see, identify, and to solve problems. So basically, you're putting a human brain into a robotic pool cleaner. And the result is pretty nice. It makes a cleaner like this here much more efficient at cleaning, faster, yes. So let's talk about this Aiper Scuba V3 and what makes it a good choice for you. Now remember, this year it's all about that AI, cognitive AI built into this V3 here. This means that it's smart enough to see objects in your pool and to detect debris in your pool. Yes, if you take a look right over here, let me flip this around and show you this thing right here. Looks kind of like an eye here. This is a real-time AI camera system here. Yes, this means this cleaner in particular has what they call AI patrol cleaning and vision path planning. And that's just a really smart way to say that this cleaner is able to see debris in your pool, target that debris, over 20 different types of debris, I might add. So you have your leaves, your branches, your rocks, dust, dirt, algae, whatever it is in your pool, it's able to pick that up. I can't even name 20 different types of debris, but the V3 here is able to sense that. By seeing that debris, it's able to target it and to get to it and to clean that. When it encounters any sort of obstacle in the way, like your main drains, if you have pool toys that are sitting at the bottom of the floor, you've got a ladder, inlets of some sort, the cleaner is smart enough to get around that, to get to that targeted debris. That's what this AI does on this system here, and it works really well. Now, Aiper claims that because of the cognitive AI, it works 10 times as fast as a standard cleaner. And to be honest with you, it does and it doesn't, depending on the cleaner that you're basing it on. Basically, standard cleaners years ago, yes, it works 10 times as fast, yes. But if you're comparing this to new brands, new tech on the market right now that doesn't use AI of any sort, it's not 10 times as fast as the new tech. It's just based off of previous tech in older years. So just keep that in mind. It does clean faster in general. Now let's talk about the design of this cleaner here. When you first take this out of the box here, you'll notice it's a really nice premium design. This kind of black and gray with sort of metallic all over it with this pop of teal here. This is standard for your Aiper cleaners. This is known as a premium cleaner, meaning you're paying a higher price tag for a premium build. It feels nice and solid all around. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. So one of the main features on this V3 here is what they call the feather light design. It's more of a design than a feature. Basically, this right here is a very lightweight cleaner here. Yes, this comes in at 18 pounds. Anything that's under 20 pounds is a plus in my book. It means it's easier to move around, put into the pool, and take out. Now, they call this feather light, that you can handle it with one arm, and that's what I'm doing here. But in reality, it's still weight, and it does get pretty heavy in general, so keep that in mind. The idea that this is as light as a feather is definitely not the case, but in general, any cleaner under 20 pounds is lighter, and it will be easier for you to manage in and out of the pool. Now, this is designed for pools up to about 1,600 square feet. Built inside is a 10,400 milliamp battery, which means you get a continuous maximum runtime of about 180 minutes or 3 straight hours. What's nice about this here is the fact that in the box, what's included to charge this is this right here. Yes, this is a wireless charging docking station, and this is very simple to use. You see these right here? These are terminals here. On the underside of this here, you'll also see these charging terminals here. All you have to do to charge this is place it right on top, like so, and it charges. Awesome. Having a wireless charging station is beneficial in two ways. First off, this feels very nice and premium. It attributes to its premium design. It's really nice to just have a station to put your cleaner on and charge at the same time. Love that. Second, it's a safety issue here. It's more safe to charge with a wireless charging station as opposed to a plug-in type of port. Now, there's nothing wrong with a plug-in type of port. Use it safely, use it the correct way, and you'll be fine. However, plug-in types of ports have open ports. So if water were to seep in, it could cause some sort of damage, maybe even a fire. Having a wireless charging station, docking station like this here, eliminates that risk because there's no open port. Now, we'll say that these sort of stations, wireless charging is slower in general. This takes roughly about 5 hours to fully charge the battery on this, as opposed to if it was a plug-in type of charger, it'd take maybe only 3 hours. In my opinion, it is a nice trade-off. It's totally worth the extra charging time just to have the safety behind that. Now, physically, let me turn this around here to show you these here. These are your track style wheels here. This is what they call caterpillar treads. And these type of wheels here are designed so that they climb up steep walls better. Yes. In addition, if you take a look right down here, you'll see these little kind of vents here. This is special. They're not just vents. This is what they call JetAssist technology. And what JetAssist technology is basically a waterline cleaning feature. When you have this on waterline cleaning mode, it'll focus only on the waterline of your pool. When it turns on, these little vents here, they actually push out water. So it's like a pump, and it pushes the cleaner on top, I should say, of the waterline and moves it along the wall. It's a more effective way of moving the cleaner across the waterline. It's really neat to see. Enhanced waterline cleaning. Now, one thing I will mention with these tracks here is something that's included in the box. Someone's going to ask me this, so I might as well just tell you right now. This right here is a set of buoyancy floats here. So you're asking, what is this? How do you install this? Well, to be honest with you, I didn't install this. You don't necessarily have to install this. The only reason why you'll use these is if you notice that your cleaner, try it out. If you notice that your cleaner is not sticking to the walls of your pool, not reaching the water line, floating backwards before it does anything, then you will have to install this. These basically are your little foam inserts here. Let me take them out here. See that? One here and one right here for your left and right side. To install this is very simple if you need to do it. I don't need to do it for my pool here, but I'll show you how to do it. Basically, if you lift this up like so on the track right here, you'll be able to see there's 2 notches right here. All you do is put your fingers in and kind of pop it open like this. You see that? It pops this top piece right here open. Now you can open up this cap right here and you'll be able to see inside of this. Now, if you take a look right down here, you see it's L. So you take your left side float here. You see the L? And you're going to line it up to this corner piece right here. Go ahead and just tuck it in like so, like that, just like that. You go ahead and take the cap that you had before and you just pop it right back on just by placing it on top like this. Put the 2 tabs in the top and then the 2 tabs on the bottom right here. You lift this up and you push down and you hear it snap just like that, installed. Now you go ahead and repeat this on the other side here with your right side on that side there. When you install these, it'll help it stay on the wall, on the water line there. So make sure you install it if you need it. This is usually only associated with pools that have very slippery walls, tiles on the walls. So keep that in mind. You don't necessarily have to use this. I don't have to use this, but that's how you install it if you need it. Now, let me go ahead and flip this around here and show you this here. Remember that little camera system right here? This is the camera, but these two are different. These are your dual LED lights here. Yes, this is pretty neat here. Now, I never really thought about this before because I clean my pool mostly during the day. But those are your dual LED headlights. So this means that when it's dark, the cleaner will turn on these LED lights and basically light up your pool to clean it. Yes, this is beneficial for people that want to run their cleaners at night. Maybe you don't want to run it when it's making some sort of noise. Maybe you're the type of person to put it in the pool before bed. This is perfect for that reason. And it's really neat to see because it's able to light up the whole pool and able to turn on its AI, its cognitive AI, and clean that way. So it's a really neat feature if you decide to use this in the dark. Now go ahead and lift this up here to show you these scrubbing brushes here. You have 2 sets in the front and the back here. Double the scrubbing power. Right here at the bottom, you've got this small set of auxiliary style brushes to knock loose debris, and then you have an inlet that measures in at about 6.775 inches. The larger an inlet, the more larger debris that can be sucked in at one time during one pass. Neat. Flip this around here to show you the debris basket system. And I like how they designed this. This is a little different this year. This right here is your debris basket. To take this out, all you do is there's a little latch under here. You'll go ahead and lift it and pull it out. And you see, just like that, no extra lid here. The lid is the basket itself. So that's really neat. It takes away one extra step. Now this right here is a 180 micron 3-liter filter basket here. This will filter out your small, medium, large size debris. It means it'll filter out your leaves, your branches, your rocks, some sand and dirt. It'll filter that out. However, if you get a lot of very fine debris that you have to be close up to see, a lot of sand, dust where you're at, if you get algae in the pool, milky, cloudy water, what you'll need is an ultra fine filter. And one great thing about Aiper is the fact that on their premium cleaner here, yes, this premium cleaner that you're paying a lot for, what's included is this right here. This is an ultra fine filter. Yes, it's a basket insert with an ultra fine sleeve. This sleeve you can take off and on. It's a 3 micron micro mesh filter is what they call it. And it works to filter out all that tiny debris. What's really great about it is that all you have to do is take the basket out like so, open it up, and you just go ahead and pop this inside. It's just an insert and you use it just like that. Very simple to install. I love the fact that Aiper has included an ultrafine filter within the box here. You'd be surprised to find out how many high-end brands do not include an ultrafine filter or an option of an ultrafine filter. The V3 here has the option to use an ultrafine filter and it's included in the box. I love that. Another feature on this V3 here that's becoming more standard on premium cleaners is what they call waterline parking. Basically, at the end of a cleaning cycle, whether you're running on the floor, the walls, waterline, whatever it is, at the end of a cycle, it will climb up that wall, sit at the waterline for about 10 minutes for you to take it out of the pool. You want to make sure you have your smartphone on you, you have the app hooked up, and it'll send you a notification to come out and to take it out of the pool. If you don't, what it does is it just sits back down on the bottom of the floor and then you have to fish it out with the hook. Now, one big thing I do want to mention is the fact that if you intend on picking up a cleaner like this, what you will need to do, what you should do, is use the Smart app. Yes, if you don't intend on using the Smart app, if you're the type of person that has been reluctant to get into technology, then this cleaner is not right for you. You can get another cleaner that's less expensive if you don't intend on using the Smart app. Now, using the Smart app gives you access to more features. That's the whole point of this. In particular, you get access to all the AI included on this cleaner. One of those features is access to cleaning modes, extra cleaning modes. Now, on the physical cleaner itself, you got this button right here that all you have to do is push it. It's a one push button. You hold it and it'll turn on. You hear that? It turns on. You can see right here on the sides, you've got 4 different modes here. This one right here, where it's on right now, means it's on auto mode. This is your walls and waterline. If you push that button right there, it moves over to this one here. It's just the floors of your pool, floor only mode. Push it again, it moves down to the walls of your pool, only the walls of your pool. And finally right here, this is your waterline cleaning mode. It cleans only the waterline. Awesome. To turn it off, you're just gonna hold it and it turns off as well. Super simple. You'll have access to 4 modes on the physical cleaner itself. Now, if you use the Smart mode, you'll have access to 2 more modes. The first mode is the AI Patrol mode. And in that mode, that's where it will activate the camera system, the real-time AI camera system. And what it does is it will target debris in your pool and move around obstacles to get to that debris. This is the Smart mode that this cleaner is all about, AI Patrol mode. The second mode you'll have access to is a special weekly timer mode. Yes. First off, there are 2 weekly timer modes on here. A standard mode where you'll select whether or not you want to turn on twice a week, 3 times a week, or 4 times a week. And depending on how many times you want it to turn on, it'll run for a certain amount of minutes per day. You can select the day of the week or days of the week you plan on using it and the start time as well. The standard weekly timer mode. Now, the second mode, the more kind of featured mode here, is what they call Cognitive AI Navium mode. And that is a specialized weekly timer function mode. Basically, when you turn the Cognitive AI Navium mode on, what it does is it'll turn this cleaner on for a week at a time, every single day. Now, every single day, what it does is it'll learn your pool. So the more times you run it, it'll learn your pool. It'll learn the cleaning habits of your pool and basically analyze what's happening. The weather, however the weather's going, maybe you're going to get a windier day with more debris, or if it's sunny and you don't have that much debris, it'll focus on just the floors of your pool as opposed to cleaning the walls of your pool. This cognitive AI Navium mode basically runs itself every day for 7 days, and it thinks for itself based off of your pool and the area that you're in. What it basically is this cleaner's ability to think for itself and to clean based off of how your pool needs to be cleaned. It really is one of those set it and forget it kind of modes. It's a weekly timer mode that's kicked up a notch. Now, I will say that in these weekly timer modes, that AI Navium mode, you will only want to use that when you have less debris. When I get less debris is usually during the swim season when there isn't too much wind. In the fall and winter, if you take a look around here, you see all those trees here. I get so many leaves at one time. There isn't any weekly timer mode that will be able to keep up during those times of the seasons. It's the same with that cognitive AI Navium mode, only to be used when you have light debris. In general, it's more about convenience when using those sort of timers. The cognitive AI mode just makes it more smart and more efficient. So I've said a lot of good things about this Scuba V3 here, but what are some of the little disadvantages? First thing, its biggest feature, the cognitive AI, might be its biggest disadvantage as well. A lot of people are reluctant to accept AI completely. Yes, AI is supposed to make our lives easier, but the issue of data and privacy comes into play here. When a cleaner like this thinks for itself like a human being, then you're kind of weary about it. It's basically going to be storing images of your pool. Now, what Aiper has done here is they've pretty much guaranteed that they won't be uploading anything to a cloud system or anything like that. Instead, how it uses the cognitive AI system is on the device itself. Only the device is able to see those images and to react in real time. It doesn't store anything anywhere else. So just keep that in mind. Another thing here is the fact that this V3 here is designed for pools up to 1,600 square feet. And 1,600 square feet is generally big for a normal pool owner, yes. But if you have an extremely big pool, if you have a very complicated style pool, you can have a freeform pool, yes. But if you have a freeform pool that is extremely freeform, if you have so many different types of curves in your pool, if you've got a pool with multiple different sun shelves, tanning ledges in the pool, then this V3 might not be the right choice for you. They will have higher end models, the V3 Pro and the V3 Ultra, that can clean longer and more complicated styles. The V3 here is designed basically for more simpler design pools. Now, another feature on here that is not included that you may or may not want is elevated platform or targeted platform cleaning. If you have a lot of tanning ledges, if you have Baja shelves, sun shelves in your pool, and you're looking for a cleaner to target that, the base V3 here doesn't have that option. Now, it's not to say that this doesn't clean your Baja shelves, your tanning ledges. It does, and I'll show you that in a little bit. It just doesn't concentrate a mode to specifically clean that. So just keep that in mind. Now, earlier I said that if you're going to be picking up this type of cleaner, then you're going to want to use the Smart app. Yes, the problem with that is that the Smart app will disconnect and go offline many times. And I'll tell you why. Basically, when this cleaner goes under the water, it loses signal. This isn't because of the cleaner itself. This is because water in general absorbs signals. So if you're on your phone and you're trying to tell your cleaner to do something and it's sending a signal to try to get to your cleaner, the water in the pool will absorb the signal and it never gets to the cleaner. This is why you can't use your Smart app when the cleaner is underneath the water. The only time you have access to the Smart app to change the modes, to select the features on there, is when the cleaner is above the surface out of the pool and powered on. This means there is no parking button. You can't push a button to tell the cleaner to park at the pool to take out. There's no remote control feature at all. There isn't any sort of ability to change the cleaning modes once you select it and place it into the pool. You have to let it finish its cycle before it climbs out of the pool. Keep that in mind. It will lose signal when it goes underneath the water. Okay guys, so I'm going to put the V3 into the pool right here. Now I have this on floor mode. I'm just going to toss it in there. Now, on floor mode, I do want to point out that what it does is it will activate its AI patrol mode first. On AI patrol mode, it focuses only on the floors of the pool. And what it does is it targets debris first. It turns on that real-time AI camera and is able to see the debris first. So what it does, it'll move around for about 20 minutes to clean debris, the bigger debris in your pool first. In AI patrol mode, it moves sort of randomly. You're not going to see it move in a pattern. And then after about 20 minutes, what it will do is it'll switch over to an S-like pattern to clean the rest of the pool. So let's just watch this here. Now, if you take a look around the pool, I put a few extra pool cleaners there, one over here on the side and one on the other side here, just to show you that the cleaner is able to get around obstacles here. Remember, it's in AI patrol mode first, so it's just going around sort of randomly first, looking for debris and then picking that up, and then it'll switch over to the pattern, the S-like pattern. Now you can obviously see that my extra cleaner is right there. It goes up to it, but it slows down. It hits it. You see that? Doesn't get stuck on it, so that's good. It's kind of making its way around it. You see that? So that's neat. It did sort of go around that obstacle there. And right now you can see it kind of moving on the pool floor. You see how there's debris at the pool floor and how it's picking up? Look at it right there. It just picked up some debris just then and there. If we follow it around, you can see it picking up debris as it's moving around. You got a whole patch of debris right there, and it kind of sees it. It picks it up. See that? Even sort of on the wall as it goes up. It doesn't climb up walls in this mode here, but it goes higher than I'm used to Aiper's doing on floor mode. But it's still able to kind of back up and go back along the floor. You can also see I've got main drains here, and so far it's pretty much avoided the main drains. It's going towards one right now, but you see that? It's turning. It's moving away from the main drain. Doesn't go completely over it. Now, in the past, the Aiper cleaners just go completely over it. And what I've noticed is that with the AI mode on, it's able to see it and it goes around it instead. Now, it is pushing my second cleaner there. So even though it senses it right there in front of it, it kind of pushes it. So it doesn't completely go around. Obviously, if this cleaner was stationary, it wouldn't be able to push it around. But you can kind of see it sort of moving around the cleaner right there. So that's neat. If you have any sort of like pool toys, it's able to get around it as well. Even in the corners over here. There it goes again, kind of turning away from the cleaner right there on the edge. So that's neat. It does see the pool better with that AI detection. So the cleaner's on floor mode. It's been over 20 minutes now, and first thing I want to say is it pretty much picked up a lot of the debris, if not a majority of the debris that was at the bottom of the pool. So that AI patrol mode really does target debris. Now, after the 20 minutes, after AI patrol mode, it switches to an S-like pattern as it moves along the floors. So you can see that right now. Let's watch it move in that S-like pattern. Turns this way, and it's going to go straight and move in an S-like pattern. Okay guys, so I have the Scuba V3 switched to wall mode now. In this mode, it will climb in an N-like pattern along the walls, including the waterline, and it'll move along to clean the walls. So it goes up to the waterline. I've got 5-foot tall walls up here, scrubs the waterline, goes back down, and you'll see it moving in an N-like pattern along the wall. You see how it's turning now to go at this angle, this direction up to this spot over here. Yeah, this is just another angle of it moving along the wall here. You'll be able to see it moving in an N-like pattern as it moves this direction, transitions to the other wall over here. And here, did you see that? It was finally able to kind of make it over from this wall to the next over here. Took a few tries. So if you notice it kind of bouncing back and forth, it does take a few tries if you've got a sharp corner like I do over here. But now it's on this wall here, and it should move along this wall back here. It is moving over to my tanning ledge over here. You can see I've got a big tanning ledge that goes this way, and you can see it climb up my steep wall. This goes straight up right here. So you see it climb up. It's like this here. And over on top of my ledge right there, to the water line. So that's great. It's able to make it up the tanning ledge. So although it doesn't have elevated target platform cleaning, it's still able to reach my shelf right here and still clean this area. It just doesn't concentrate on this area like the other models will have. The V3 Pro and the Ultra will have a mode specifically to target the ledges on your pool. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out for that. But this model doesn't have a target mode, but it's still able to climb up here and clean this area still. Now, I do want to mention this step right here. It's very shallow. No cleaner will climb up this because I only have about 6 inches of water. You see that? It won't climb up that. So you need a minimum amount of water at least. This bigger Baja shelf over here, I have about 14 inches worth of water. Is able to climb up that. But this one right here is too small. Only 6 inches of water. So it won't climb up that ledge there. So keep in mind, the more shallow it is, the less likely it's able to climb up. To waterline only mode, and in this mode it will focus only on the waterline of your pool. This is useful when you have a extremely dirty waterline, and what it does is my fingers right here, it will move along the waterline. You see that? My finger as it moves along the waterline, you can see it moving literally to the left here. That's because remember earlier on the bottom inside here, these are your JetAssist panels. Basically it's pumping water out. I can feel it next to it. You can't really see it on camera, but I can feel my hand next to it. And it's pushing the cleaner as it moves in this direction over here. You can see I'm still standing right here and it's still moving that direction over there. So that's neat. And here it'll climb all the way back up to waterline again. And if you want to pay attention to my waterline over here, you can really see it scrubbing and moving along the waterline here. Watch. All right, guys, so I'm going to take this out here, turn it off, and show you the debris basket right here. Take this out, open this up, and just pour out that debris. You can see it picked up quite a bit of debris here, small, medium. I got a little acorn right there, a big leaf there. And this is the fine filter basket, but remember, you can use the ultra fine filter basket as well. Awesome. So you guys can see how the Aiper Scuba V3 works in the pool over here. If you're in the market for a robotic pool cleaner and you're looking for a premium cleaner, then this Aiper Scuba V3 might be the right choice for you. This V3 is the base model in the V3 series, but it combines all the features I think is necessary for a premium cleaner. Yes, In summary, it is lightweight, it has a premium build quality, it has an ultra fine filter, and it has that built-in cognitive AI. Yes, in other words, it's very, very smart. In the end, it's definitely a robotic pool cleaner here. I recommend.
We hope this review helps.